Hey everybody, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, buddy boyos and girls. Um, been a little bit busy recently, but moved into the new place here, got everything all set up, and hey, it's Taco Tuesday, so y'all can join me while I make my famous tacos, and I'll show you my recipe so you can follow along. For the shells, we don't use anything special, right? These are just regular old El Paso super stuffers. These are pretty generic. Get them from any grocery store. Um, got all my seasonings and everything laid out here. I like to add a little ground cumin to the beef, some black pepper, regular salt, oregano, cream cheese. Sour cream for when we're done. A little olive oil just to grease the skillet when we're cooking the beef. For the rice, I like to add rice as a side, or you can add them in the taco. But this is just, Uncle Ben's Spanish rice. Again, get it at any grocery store. A little Ortega taco sauce, and mix, and of course, shredded cheese to put on the tacos when we're done. And shredded lettuce. I've got tomato, and picked up a cucumber because I'll make a side salad too. Now for the beef, you can pretty much use any ground beef. This is ground beef from Butcher Box, which is a subscription meat delivery service. Mary ordered it for us. Pretty good so far, I have to say. So far, so good. They've delivered some great stuff. We actually made a pork roast over the weekend in the slow cooker, and it was freaking delicious. So, all right, let me wash my hands, and we'll go ahead and get started. First thing we want to do is be sanitary, right? So, all right. So first I'm going to start browning my beef. So I'm going to take a little bit of this olive oil here, just a smidge. Let's see if you guys can see the stove here. There we go. All right. Just going to take a smidge of my olive oil just to grease up the pan. You don't have to do this, but I use it just a little sparingly. Should be good. Just kind of grease up the pan a little bit, spread it around. Okay. Let's put like a little rag or something just to catch the grease while you're cooking. And we'll open up the beef. So what I'm going to do next is just put my burner onto like a low medium flame here, and start slowly chopping up my chop meat here, my ground beef. It's going to take a little bit to cook up too. Now that I've mixed up my beef, I'm going to let that brown for a few minutes. I've also got this lid here so I can simmer it. And I'm going to start, what I'm going to do is just microwave this Uncle Ben's rice here. So I actually add that to the beef once it's starting to simmer. So let me just break up the rice here. Let me actually see what WCP there. You need to be like Todd Thundercock and talk about your incel life while making dinner. Yes, that is absolutely what I should do, WCP. I couldn't agree more, in fact. Alright, let's this rice lets you to crush it all up first before you pop it in. And just tear the two little tabs at the top so it can vent. Pop it in the microwave for 90 seconds. Alright. So now while I got my beef browning, I'm going to grab my ground cumin, my oregano, and my black pepper, maybe a pinch of salt too. Just bring them over because we're going to add those in just a second. And in the meantime too, what I can do is start chopping up some lettuce. Just romaine hearts. I like to chop off the bottom so you don't get that nasty like little taste in the bottom. Let's bring us over here. WCP. You say some funny shit, man. I would like to see you start doing some streaming soon, buddy boyo. Hear my beef starting to simmer up, so seem like bottoms of lettuce. I'm a top. At least you don't think I'm a cop. It's not good. Definitely, and I'm definitely not one of those. All right, my beef's starting to brown up. I can flip that around a little bit. I'm still not going to add my seasoning in just yet. I want to really brown this sucker before I do that. Now while we're doing that, let's get a lettuce plate. I'm also going to do a salad, but this should be enough lettuce for the tacos right here. Put it into a nice Mary coming over. You get the special secret for you know it. Actually, she's going to be home from work soon, so I'm cooking tonight. So put that down on the table here. We've got the lettuce good to go. Continue with the meat. And I continue to chop the meat up into smaller chunks as I go. Just makes things easier, you know. I'll actually show you where my how my beef is looking now. So let's see. Still learning this whole tripod thing here, so bear with me. There we go. Yeah, it's over for Hamburger Helper cells. Although Hamburger Helper does come through in a pinch, I'm not gonna lie, man. All right, let's keep going with this here. I actually want to put the focus on this while I cook it. All right, so this is starting to brown up now. I'm gonna keep chopping it up, right? And I'm gonna start to. Ooh, I lost. Went overboard. All right. Let's start seasoning this shit. I'm just gonna be just a pinch of this salt here, right? Just like not even like just a little bit. All right, just a pinch of salt, and ground cumin, very flavorful. And again, I'm just gonna lightly, little oregano. Many of you can probably smell this like through the camera. It's like the MHC complex. You can just, you know it when you smell it. I'll put a little black pepper and mix it all up. You put the lime in the coconut and mix them all up. You put the lime in the coconut and mix them all up. Just chopping up your beef as you go. All right. Now I'm going to add my rice. Women come to Jay for his Taco Tuesdays. I need to step up my taco game. Yeah, hey, taco game is a real thing, my friend. All right. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to mix in my Uncle Ben's rice here. I'm going to just get that all stirred in nicely. Chop up any big chunks you got there and just stir that in. All right, cool. Now what I'm going to do, just put that in there to simmer for a little bit. Still on, pretty low medium flame there, and let that simmer for a little bit. All right. You sell a taco course. We'll make how dictionary promote it. Yeah, I don't. Something tells me that guy's not going to be promoting anything that I have to offer, but that's okay. That endorsement is like the kiss of death for anything. So. When we go ahead and while that's simmering, make some lettuce for a salad and start to preheat the oven for my taco shells. That'll all be done in a minute. Now, I'll bring my lettuce back over here. My taco shells, preheat this bad boy to 375. So 325. Yikes! I almost fucked that up. That's not good to fuck up. Preheat, and I'm just going to get my taco shells ready to cook. They just go 6 to 7 minutes in the oven like so. I'll have to make more of these. Not a lot of them fit on my bake sheet here. Let's actually see. You should have a Julia Child voice while cooking. For the old man boomer reference like me. Let's see. What would Julia Child be like? She'd be like, yes, welcome to the kitchen. I'm Julia Child. You know what was funny? You ever seen Epic Rap Battles of History? There was one where they had Julia Child versus Gordon Ramsay. That one was pretty funny. If you haven't seen that, I definitely recommend checking that out. Just gonna simmer my this. I wish people could actually like smell through the camera because this smells absolutely amazing. I lost a little there though, but that's all right. And there'll be leftovers from this too, which is a great part. Now I'm gonna just turn that down to very low and chop and continue chopping lettuce. How much taco meat is that? Yeah, that was 1 pound. That was 1 pound of chopped meat that I used there. You didn't see that one? You've seen the other? Yeah, that was one of my favorite episodes of ERB is Teddy Roosevelt versus Winston Churchill. That one was awesome, and Bill Gates versus Steve Jobs I thought was really good too. A really good episode of ERB. So I'm gonna make a salad in the meantime. Let's chop up some lettuce. This is good extra lettuce for the salad. So toppings, cheese, tomatoes, sour cream. I'm glad you asked, actually, WCP. So I've got sour cream. I've got shredded cheese. I've got tomatoes here that I'm actually just about to chop up for my salad, and I'm going to make shredded tomatoes for the tacos themselves. And of course, a good cucumber to add. No salad is complete without a good cucumber. So let's actually start doing some tomatoes now. And my beef should be just about done. So let's check on that. Yep. All right. So my beef is done. I'm going to turn that off. And we'll start making some tomato. And let's get our little plate, right? So I can chop up a tomato. Like that. You ever do the taco salad with the tortilla bowl? Actually, yes, and it's really good. I mean, today I'm just making regular tacos, but I have made the tortilla bowl before, and it's pretty damn delicious, if I do say so. So, pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff, I gotta say. Space is a limiting factor. I'll say that. That's always been one of the problems. Space. That's the final frontier. So now we've got diced tomatoes for when the tacos are ready, and we're good. We're good. And it looks like my oven preheated so I can throw my taco shells in. Great. That's delicious. So while those shells are baking, I'm actually going to work on my salad here. So I got a cucumber from the store, always inexpensive. I think this was like 60 cents or some shit like that. So it's pretty easy. I just chopped off the end. I don't really like the ends. You might say that that's wasteful, but I'm not a fan of the cucumber ends. So. Take that and... oh shit. Now I'm dropping things. Just sprinkle those cucumber slices into my salad. When in doubt, chop them up smaller. There's a Ziploc baggie for you. Oh, there's some big ass comments on the stream that I will read in a minute. Alright, let's let me go back to your comments here. I'm in the middle of a Taco Bell pass for a month. A free Supreme Doritos taco for the past 15 days. I'll get 15 more to go, $10. I won't do it again because I can't let a day pass. Yeah, that's pretty good if that's a real thing. I mean, I'm sure that would get me very addicted to Taco Bell, and I'm trying to, lose some weight. So probably not the best thing for me right now, but good to know. Good to know. And the tomato there. We're about good on the tomato in this salad. We're about good there. Okay. Great. And we got our salad coming along here, but of course got to dress it. Any churro or Mexican dessert? No, I'm not feeling that ambitious tonight. I'll be honest with you. Been a bit of a longer day at work, so Not that ambitious, although that would be a good, wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm gonna add a little cheese to my salad there. Let's get a little. All right. So for my salad here, I actually got a couple of things. Obviously, I think croutons goes without saying. These are tortilla strips, so we are going a little southwest, at least WCP. And this is actually pretty cool. I don't know if you guys have. I don't think you guys got Stop and Shop down south, but up here, mostly in the New England region, we have Stop and Shop. So they sell cranberry and almond slices. I think this was like $1.60 or something. Great little additive to the salad there. And I'm going to dress it with Italian dressing. So I got some of that from the store as well too. So yeah. Oh yeah, taco ice cream bars are pretty delicious. Anybody on a side note, anybody remember the Choco Taco from when we were kids? Like the ice cream man used to have that. So fancy salads. Damn right, man. Only way to do it. All right, let's put some croutons in here. Croutons. A bag of croutons is spent. Little tortilla strips. Almonds and cranberries, actually. Then I'm gonna take my my Italian dressing and just go to town, you know. I timed that out perfectly because my taco shells are literally going to be done in like 20 seconds. That's awesome. That's getting good at cooking, man. You start to like time everything out like in your head, you know. All right, so let's. My salad is pretty much. See, there it is. Boom. Oh yeah, actually, so. There's our salad. So that's all set and ready to go. I'll put that on the table here. Yeah, actually, so like Mexican Coke, obviously good because it doesn't have the high fructose corn syrup, and you just feel a lot better after drinking it. But one of my favorite, it's not Mexican, it's actually Colombian soda, Colombiano. One of my favorites. When I worked in a neighborhood that had a lot of Colombian people, there was a restaurant that got me really put onto that, and a buddy of mine got me put onto that. So that's one of my favorite drinks when you can get it. But not a lot of stores have it. Like there's certain places in town I gotta go to get that. But yeah, it is a really good drink. I'm not gonna lie. All right, I'm gonna put all my spices away. Yeah, I know. Hold your horses. All right, my shells are done. Shells are done, so let's take those out. Perfect. So now you can see we've got, let me just bring everything over here. My shells are done. Got my meat, it's still steaming, so that's great. That's ready to go. And then we've got the salad. I've got chopped up tomatoes, lettuce for the tacos. Gonna get out my sour cream and everything, and we're almost ready to eat. Almost ready to eat. So have a taco with everybody on screen here. I'm still planning on going to the gym tonight, so I don't want to get too full. All right, so my salad's good. You know what? Let's bring everything over. I'm gonna do a a little cleanup, I think, before I sit down and enjoy. Oh, I stepped on a cucumber. Is that a table? Inkwells don't have tables. Is that where you sit with other people? Yeah, so funny story about this table. Like, our kitchen is pretty small here. So a lot of times we'll like eat in the other room. Like the table, the setup is a little like, I mean, you can sit down together here. It's just like you don't have like much room. I'm trying to like I'll try to show you right here. So yeah, you can see here like I don't have a lot of space between like that dumpster diving find that I found back in my other apartment. I brought it over here with me, but there's just not like a lot of space between like that table and the wall. So it's a work in progress. This is a galley kitchen, so been working with what we have here. I don't have an opinion on that. Stop trolling my stream. Right. Here. Good. Good. That's a thing too when you have Busher boxes, effective management of space. I really had to clean out the freezer for that. So it's definitely worth it. Like what you pay like per pound, and it is pretty high quality meat, I have to say. But you got to make sure you've got the space in your refrigerator for sure. So let's get this one ready to go. We're just about ready for tacos. And of course, salad. Got that on there. Taco station will be ready to go. Let's see what I say here. I'm popping off. I need to eat my own dinner. Good stream. Yeah, man, I think this is some of my best work, but enjoy your dinner, and yeah, we'll see you next time. If there is a next time. Don't forget to catch the tacos on the replay, though. Wow. Man, gotta have some salad too. The key part of this all that really makes it is when you're simmering your beef. Seasoning it right in that middle point, really mixing, those that ground cumin, that oregano, and that black pepper in. That really just adds so much flavor once it's done cooking, I gotta tell you. But, That's what I'm saying. I wish everybody could smell through the computer. I know what you mean, man. Yeah, season 5 should be awesome. Waiting for that too. Love Italian. What's Italian? Like Italian cooking? I'll do Italian cooking soon, maybe. I do make a mean spaghetti and meat sauce. I'll say that. Mm, mm, mm. That's how I'm gonna have the salad. Grab a drink. Oh yeah, Italian cooking is amazing too. Let me try out this. Gotta work this tripod. I need a camera crew. That's what I need. If you know anyone who wants to audition, I'm gonna need a key grip and a best boy, and or maybe a best buddy boy. Oh, who knows if this thing goes big, you know. But my time to sit down and enjoy the fruits of my labor here. I need a salad plate too. Grab me a fork. A fork for a dork. If smell-o-vision was a thing, Inkwell's streams would be more brutal. Yeah, something like that. WCP. Now time for some salad too. Ah, there we go. So the salad came out pretty good. Guys, let me know too what if I should do another cooking segment. I think I made wings once before. I was just hungry and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just cook. Jesse, we need to cook. Apparently they announced they're making for Breaking Bad, they're making a spinoff for Gus. I would love to see that. So I was listening to Sandman and Lamprey built Sup Luigi. Yeah, none of those people are here, so don't really know what you guys are talking about. Well, you're just watching my fat ass eat, so. I'm telling you, I'm definitely having another taco. Gonna have all the parts that fell out too. So. What the? Where are these trolls, man? What? Where do they find these trolls, man? It must be like the troll bridge or something. Gotta tell you, those almonds really make the salad too. Those little almond strips, absolutely delicious. And the little cranberries too. Oh, that other podcast that I was on with first. Yeah. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. With Lamprey, yeah. Yeah. I think first is done making content though. What I love about these the old El Paso shells, and they're just like slightly crunchier than the Ortega, but to each their own. You know, when I was younger, I didn't really care. I didn't really like inspect my fruits and vegetables when I go to the store. But you know, now with inflation and everything, you really don't want to get bad food. Um, you know, you want like a good hearty meal. So you know, just give everything like a twice over at the store. That's what I've been doing. You know, makes the salad a lot better. Mm. Yeah, that quesadilla from Applebee's is not bad. Whenever I go to Applebee's, I usually it's pretty sad. I actually know the Applebee's menu pretty much by heart. I like to get the twofers, and I usually get the three cheese chicken penny with like the mozzarella sticks or buffalo wings as the appetizer. My Applebee's game is like 100 men. That song by Pharrell, it's like "Clap Along If You Think Happiness Is the Truth." It should actually be called "Clap Along If You Think Applebee's Is the Truth." Spoken like a true fat man, right? Well, hey, this fat man can still do 10 pull-ups, so can't be that fat, right? Almost 50 push-ups too. I'll get there. I started going to the gym again. Well, I'm gonna have one more taco and we'll go ahead and end the stream. But let's see here. I heard Taco Bell has cut their menu drastically. I'm trying to think when the last time I was actually at Taco Bell was. So you know, cut. Yeah. I have mixed feelings on that though because so I do want to bench 315, and you know I got up to doing 250 when I only weighed like 165 pounds. But you know, I just want like that extra bulk for that now later on in life because I'm not running track anymore, right? I'm not running like you know like a 4:54 mile or whatever I did in high school anymore. I don't need to do that. So in terms of like dropping body fat, I kind of like having the weight, you know. I'm comfortable with it. I mean, I'd like to lose like a little bit. If I could get down to like 185, even like I went to a doctor recently. I'm 196 pounds, and my doctor told me he's like, you know, you're not like obese or anything, but he's like, you know, if you get down to like 185, you'll be fine. So, you know, that's a good goal to what I do. And I do cardio as well. I ran a mile last night, so you know, we'll get there. I say that as I have another taco. Be right back in a second. How's that? Jeremiah Yeoman's your 180. Okay. Yeah, that's a solid weight. I mean, it depends on a lot of things. Your height, for one. I'm 5'7" and I'm 196 pounds, so I'm a little overweight. So at like 185, I'll be like a little big with like maybe like a little belly. Yeah, I'm a little porky now at 196, and at like 170, I have like abs. So you know, if I lose about 20 pounds, I'm good. 20, 25 pounds, I'd say. I'm back at that like 15% body fat range. I was probably like the best I ever was in high school. I was probably like 12% body fat. Like if you look at the video of my gym maxing story, I showed some pictures from back then. That's probably the lowest body fat I've ever been, and it probably could have been lower, but I convinced myself I could be a track athlete and a power lifter, which is not how it works. So I should have probably committed to one or the other. But hey, I had fun, so here we are. You live, you learn, right? Like I've always said, when you can run a sub 5 mile at over 170 pounds, let me know. I think that was a pretty good accomplishment back in the day. Have another taco, yeah. I'll put the cheese on last. I like this taco like my Yukon, fully loaded. Just for anybody who missed it the first time, here is the end result, the end product here. This is Taco Tuesday right here. So enjoying it, pretty good. Probably have one more and call it a night. Of course, then we have the most fun part, the cleanup. I'm gonna drink here too. Bolthouse Farms mocha cappuccino with 13 grams of protein. Derek, you're 195. Okay, so you bench 300 and you're 185. Pretty good, man. That's pretty good. That's solid. Long time ago. Yeah, same for me. Well, so for me, I benched 250 when I was in high school, but the problem was I was also, running long distance track and field. So I in the same year I ran a 454 mile. I also benched. I think it was 240. I hit senior year of high school. It was like 250, like right after I graduated high school. But I was way skinny back then. I was like 165 maybe, 175 at best. So, but yeah, no, pretty good to do 300 at 185, almost double your body weight. It's pretty impressive. Good stuff. One thing I don't do heavy anymore is deadlift though, because when I was 19, I deadlifted like 405 and I pulled a hip. I went for like the first rep was good. Second rep, I'm coming up. I'm like, fucked myself up pretty good. Well, I've always had flexibility issues. So it took you a year to get up to 300, huh? That's pretty good though. That's a plateau a lot of men don't see in their lifetime. Well, naturally anyway. That pissed me off in high school when I put up 250 because I was a really scrawny kid like freshman year. I was like 120 pounds. And by the end of senior year, I was like 170. And a lot of kids accused me of doing steroids. I didn't, but people thought I did. That was because it was like a astronomical improvement. A lot of eating too. Anyway, probably about time to end this stream. I'm gonna go to the gym soon, and yeah, let me know what you'd like to see me make next. I don't know when it will be. I just had a little free time tonight, so thought I'd make a stream. Make something cool. I like making tacos. And it is Tuesday, so basically by law we gotta have them. But yeah, let me know what you want to see me make next, and hopefully we'll do a stream again soon. All right. Good night, everyone.